Pornography destroys your humanity. You don't just suddenly wake up one day to discover, to your utmost shock, a relationship that's lacking in intimacy, or a wife or long term girlfriend whom you don't like having sex with, or who won't have sex with you. That's never random, especially if you have a problem with pornography and masturbation. So, even if your partner knows about your addiction, it probably took years for you to disclose the true extent of your behavior to her. And let's be honest, you probably haven't even done that, okay? So, during those years, all the secrecy and the shame of your addiction, that completely eroded your intimacy. So, you may assume that's just the way things go, that people get used to each other and they just need to work on the relationship to keep it going, or that she lost her sex drive. It's none of those things. You lost her sex drive. You stopped working on the relationship. You led the relationship to where it is today. See, trust is the foundation of intimacy, and a relationship cannot progress beyond a certain point without it. So, the more time you spend online in your virtual fantasy world, the less energy you're going to have in your relationship. So, your shame and your guilt causes you to communicate less emotionally with your partner. So, of course, she begins to sense that something is wrong. And when she does, she's going to do one of two things. And this is pretty much guaranteed. You might be dealing with it right now. First of all, she's going to get into conflict with you in one way or the other. And secondly, she's going to step away from the relationship emotionally to protect herself. And I think the second one is the more dangerous one. And sometimes she'll do both. So there'll be a short period of drama, which is basically seeking emotional validation. That's my definition of drama, followed by her becoming emotionally withdrawn. In addition to this, you may also struggle with being less present during sex. You might have difficulties getting aroused, difficulties staying aroused, and not having orgasms. You might have noticed yourself losing interest in any sort of sexual contact with your partner, or due to your changing sexual preferences, you formed a habit of coercing your partner into sexual acts that she's not really comfortable with. Okay? That's why I say that porn destroys our humanity. Our relationships are one of the core things that make us truly human. Porn destroys the love you had for your wife. It warps your sexual identity. It torpedoes your self-esteem. And it just leaves behind a trail of betrayal, lies, deceit, and trauma where a solid foundation once stood. So do yourself and your partner a favor and save your relationship by saving yourself from your porn addiction. Don't end up as one of the men who reach out surprised years later that their wives are cheating on them for years because they chose pornography over her, or facing the prospect of losing half or all of their net worth in a divorce simply because you couldn't stay away from pornography for like 90 days. I know that some of my videos can come across as harsh or pessimistic, but I see the pain and heartbreak of men every single day in my coaching practice. So you need to know that what you see or hear happening to other men, it can happen to you. A mentor of mine once used this analogy. It's like the fruit fly with wings watching an ant get caught in a spider's web and thinking, yeah, that's never going to have me. I have wings. I can fly away from danger. Not realizing that the danger is as real a threat to it as it is to any other insect. I'm JK, your brother in this struggle. And if you found this helpful, please share it with somebody that you feel might benefit from it, or just drop a comment and share some of your thoughts.